I believe this is one of the most profound principles we should always strive to live by. I would encourage you to listen attentively and learn as much as you can about it. The principle is called the mirror principle. Imagine when you look into a mirror. What you see is a reflection of yourself. This principle suggests that our external world, everything we see, hear, and experience around us, is like a mirror reflecting our internal world. This internal world is made up of our thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and attitudes. Many people often think that problems arise from external factors, things outside of their control. When faced with challenges, instead of looking inward, they try to manipulate the external world. This approach, however, overlooks the powerful role our inner state plays in shaping our reality. Take the example of financial worries. If someone is always anxious about money, believing deep down that they will always be in lack, and that making money is hard, this mindset will be reflected in their life. Their belief in scarcity, the thought that there is never enough, will manifest in their experiences. This isn't just about negative thinking. It's about a fundamental belief that shapes their interaction with the world. The key issue here is that without changing their internal state, their beliefs and attitudes, they remain stuck in the very situation they wish to escape. No matter how hard they try to change their external circumstances, if their inner beliefs don't shift, neither will their reality. The real truth is, our thoughts and beliefs actually create the world around us. Reality works like a mirror, showing us a reflection of what's going on inside us. If we focus on fear and worry, that's what our world will look like. For instance, if we feel unsafe inside because of our thoughts and deep beliefs, we start seeing the world as a scary place. This way of thinking brings people and situations into our lives that prove our fears right. To fix our problems, we can't keep thinking the same way that got us into trouble. We need to think differently to make things better. The reality we see is a reflection of two things: how we feel about ourselves and how we see the world. When you repeatedly tell yourself negative things like, "I'm not good enough," or "I can't do this," you'll start to notice things in your daily life that seem to prove these thoughts true. This creates a cycle where the world around you keeps reinforcing these negative beliefs. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. For example, if someone who constantly thinks they are unlucky in love, they believe they're not worthy of a loving relationship. In their external world, this belief might manifest as a series of unsuccessful dates or relationships. They interpret each failed relationship as further proof of their belief, reinforcing their negative self-view. But the big question is, how can we break this cycle? How can we choose a different reality for ourselves? The key to changing this lies in forming a new identity and a new way of seeing the world, which we call a paradigm. First, let's talk about identity. Imagine yourself 10 years from now. What does your ideal life look like? Who's the person you want to become? This is about creating a clear picture in your mind of your future self. Imagine this future you doing things that align with your dreams and goals. This vision helps you focus on where you want to go and who you want to be. Next, let's discuss paradigm. A paradigm is like a pair of glasses through which you view the world. If you wear glasses with red lenses, everything around you appears red. This is your only perception until you remove the glasses, revealing a world full of diverse colors. Similarly, our internal perspectives shape our view of the external world. It's made up of beliefs that shape how you see and interpret everything around you. For example, if you believe that the world is always taking care of me, you'll start to see situations in your life where this seems true. Other positive beliefs like, everything is always going my way and everything is unfolding as it should, help to create a positive lens for viewing your life. If the person in our earlier example starts to envision themselves as someone who is loved and deserving of a healthy relationship, they are forming a new identity. They begin to imagine specific scenarios where they are in a happy, loving relationship. Simultaneously, they shift their paradigm to one where they believe the universe is bringing them closer to a loving partner. Over time, this shift in identity and paradigm changes their external experiences. They start to approach relationships with more positivity and openness, leading to healthier and more successful relationships. Paying attention to our thoughts and actions is really important. Our thoughts are powerful, like the force of gravity. They are there, and they have an effect, no matter if they are positive or negative. Thoughts are like the builders of our world. They shape what we see and do. This goes against the idea that only things we can touch and see are real. In reality, our thoughts are the most real thing. What we see and live through comes from our thoughts before. That's why it's so important to think carefully and positively. By choosing good thoughts, we can shape a better world and discover amazing things in life. But keep in mind, changes in our inner world don't show up instantly in the outside world. The physical world, where we live and experience things, follows the laws of nature. Things in nature like matter and energy take time to change and move. This is why we can't expect immediate results when we're trying to make changes in our lives. This reminds us that we need to be patient. When you're working towards a goal, you can't always expect to see results right away. This can be hard, especially when you're excited or eager for change. But it's important to remember that some goals take time. Just because you don't see instant results doesn't mean nothing is happening. Things are often moving and changing, just not as quickly as we might like. In real-life terms, this means sticking with your new identity and paradigm, even when you don't see immediate changes in your world. It's about trusting the process and staying focused on your long-term vision. Don't get discouraged or give up too soon. Remember, just because you can't see the results yet doesn't mean they're not coming. Don't be discouraged if your external world doesn't reflect your internal changes right away. Avoid the temptation to revert to old patterns of thinking and behaving, just because you haven't seen instant results. Embrace the journey of self-discovery, and let the mirror principle be your guide on the path to a more fulfilling, prosperous, and harmonious life. Your reality will change when you change, and the power to create the life of your dreams lies within you. If you're still here, I would greatly appreciate your support by sharing and commenting. The more you engage, the more the video will spread to other people who may need this message. Thank you for taking the time. I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day.